Okay, people, the last video I made just got deleted because my camera automatically turned off. I don't want to explain everything again. What I was saying is, when I do my Spirit Halloween experience video, where I record everything in the store before it opens, when I get everything set up, that is if I get the job, because I feel like I do such a good job at setting up props, because I set up every one of those props in that store. I didn't really have any help setting them up, except hanging them, like the Sweeney Girl, Gramps, and Buzzsaw. Those are the only ones that I really needed help, because I needed help hanging them up, because I don't like climbing ladders and stuff, and climbing on things, but it's just, it takes, like, normal people 2 weeks to set everything up at the store displays, and it only took me 4 days, almost less. And I did not want to take breaks until it was all done. I did not want to leave. I did not want to take my break. I just wanted to stay there and set up props, because I enjoy setting up the props. So, I really hope nobody takes my job this year. I sure hope I'm the only one setting up props again this year. I sure hope that guy that hired me without even getting an application for me hires me again, so I can set up all of them by myself again, because it was pretty cool. And I felt very happy. Because, yeah, I just don't know where Spirits in our town is going to be at again. It's a mystery. I don't think it's planned to be at the same store again, which is really sad. Wait, maybe the other video didn't get erased. I don't know. Oh god, I hope it didn't. Because there's a lot I explained in that video. Yeah. But these are the two songs that I'm going to play. Tell me what you think, if I should or shouldn't play these songs in the background of my videos. Because I don't know if it's possible on those little iPod Touches. If you can have a window open playing music and then the camera on, it'll catch that music in the background that's playing on the iPod. I don't know if it's possible. Let me know, but I'm getting one almost 2 weeks from now, an iPod, and I'm going to test it out even if I don't get the answer soon. But these are the two songs I'm going to play in my Spirit Halloween experience when I make a video of all the stuff in the store before it even opens, because I am for sure going to work there. They will hire me. This is Warlord of the Rings, 30 Seconds to Mars. Nightmare, it says the F word in it, but who hasn't heard about it in their life? But it's the only Halloween related song that's actually in this computer that I have. So let me know if you think I should play those songs when I am recording the Spirit Halloween experience at the store this year. I don't know what all got erased on that video. I explained a lot about the jumping props, techie props, what kind of themes they might be doing this year. Oh, I think that's the guy that got deleted, because, oh, okay, I remember. I was saying how I don't think it's fair how people do not come to my haunt barely. I put in all that effort and work and doing such a good job setting up my garage, and yet people really refuse to come. It's just not, I don't understand what's the problem. If they think I'm just a weird person because I'm so obsessed with Halloween or something, that I'm a devil kid or something. Because they saw, if they drive by, sometimes I used to put these out in the summer and they thought that's not normal. And I don't know if they had second thoughts, but I'm not like that. Everybody is scared to come in this room. Even adults barely come in. Because either it's because the floors are messy, or they're scared. Too scared to even try and look at the stuff that I own. Which it really upsets me, because I like people seeing the stuff that I have up on display. Because I don't get them for myself. I get them to share with people. I mean, not give them away. I mean, share them. Them coming over and walking through and actually seeing my props in action. Getting a little scare into their system. So that they can have a little Halloween experience. They're mainly scared of this guy. Because when kids come in, when he's on, they'll go past him and he'll swing his knife towards the people who come in, which I think is awesome. I think that's an awesome effect. Wouldn't want to put him anywhere else now at that feature, but if it's scaring them too much that they're not even coming in, seriously, come on. You'll get way more scares in your life than just these things. And to be honest, I don't see one scare in any of these props. I do not find how people find this stuff scary. I find it awesome. Like, cool. I don't see how it's creepy at all. I don't know how a person could be scared of this stuff. Of course, nobody has my opinion in them, but that's what I think. I don't know how people could find this stuff so scary. Yes, jumping props can scare them, which is awesome, which I think is funny. So it's a good thing. People have a fear of sudden movement props. But yeah, I just want people to... My haunts that I do outside are not just for kid trick-or-treaters. Because if you get too old, do you stop trick-or-treating? No. It's not just for kids. It's for adults too. I expect anybody to come that sees it, that lays an eye on it, because I just like sharing my stuff. And I try to get on the news to get people's attention to come over every year. And by the time people are willing to come over, who knows if I'll even be doing haunts anymore, because people are refusing to come to the haunts. By that time, I probably won't even be doing it anymore, because I'll just give up eventually if they don't start to come. But yeah, it's sort of sad how I don't really use those anymore. I'm definitely keeping those for memories, and most of them don't work, but I'm still keeping those. That was my very first... That was basically my first thing that got me in Halloween in the first place. That was my very first animatronic that I actually enjoyed. I couldn't get enough. I had to get every single one made. I just had to. I felt like that. And I was only planning on getting props that were like, but that led me to all this. That's what I started with, and I've ended up with all this stuff, which I've lost lots of animatronics in the past that I really would like to have back. But that is my starter right there. That Halloween prop. I didn't even think Halloween was Halloween back then. I just thought it was a normal toy. But after Halloween, I got obsessed. Started getting everything my eyes laid eyes on. Or I laid eyes on. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, I know in my videos you say my Rosemary Lurch is just fine. It's faster than yours and stuff. But yesterday, I tried her on. She did not lurch the first time, but she did the other times. Her motor is dying. She can still lurch fast, but it's not... As soon as it burns out, if she resets, it's not going to jump, no matter how fast it lurches. It's not her motor that makes her lurches, it's her spring. So, as long as the motor lets go of her, it's going to lurch as fast as it possibly can. But if that motor dies, it's not going to lurch at all. And the reason why it moves so fast is I'm not using her adapter that she came with, her 6 volt 2 amp. That is a slow powered adapter. That's not very powerful. I mean, if I plugged that adapter that she came with into her, she would not lurch at all, even with batteries. She works with the high voltage 6 volt 2 amp adapter. I nearly have her up to 7 volt 2 amp adapter. It doesn't fry her out, trust me, it doesn't. It just makes her move faster. And it's going to get to a point where she actually blows out all the way. I hope not. I think that adapter is too fast for her to stop working for that. But it will not work with the adapter that she has been sent with anymore. This one doesn't work at all anymore. I mean, with adapters, it works for batteries, but 5 times. Not even that. And her head is so tight that it only turns this way, not this way. So when she bends down to eat her brain, her cheek is touching it, and that doesn't look realistic, and it doesn't really make me impressed with it. But this was the Spirit display. I got her totally free. No, I did not spend 1 penny on her. I didn't steal her. Don't think I could get away with this. No, I got it for free at the store as a display. She was sold as is or for parts. So basically, that's what she was there for. So I don't really need to be complaining about it because this is how I'm supposed to have her. I got her for parts or repair. But her head is so tight because I think her gears inside are so engaged with hair caught inside of it, because this cloth has hair in it. It looks like it's probably jammed somewhat. And her hair probably got in there at one time. I bet it's just so much hair engaged in there that it cannot turn. Her motor will not bring her back up into standing position very much. It's not in great condition, and it never really was. This was like the only prop that I set up at Spirits that had an issue with it. This was the only prop that had an issue that would not work when I took it out. All the other props worked 100%. They worked, pinhead, everything worked. Just not this one, and the Chewy zombie babies. But everything else was 100%. And then it got used every day and they started breaking down. But usually, the previous years, there was always something broken that they couldn't get working. But Rosemary was the only big prop that would not work, and that's this one. I don't know why she doesn't work with an adapter anymore. I don't know if it's her circuit board that died for the adapter, or it's the connector that plugs into the adapter that died, because every day when I went in there, she got weaker and weaker. And I thought maybe it was using batteries. No, it was plugged in and it was getting weaker and weaker. And I thought, adapters don't get weaker and weaker. It can only do that if it's having a short in it. So I used batteries. There came a point where she didn't work at all with an adapter at all. She just died. Like her batteries were done. And this was her adapter. And she was just done. She wouldn't go. Anytime she tried to go, she would turn her head and go tick, 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 snap. And she would do it very slow too. And that was completely done now. And I used batteries and she worked again. But now her head barely moves and she barely